Ghostbuster fans, I'm JoeFan82 here with another action figure review. This is for Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters Plasma Series line. This guy came out over the summer in 2020, and I'm a little late in getting into this line, but I'm glad I did. I've already reviewed Winston, and now we have Peter. Here he is in the package. The package is made up to kind of look like their uniform. You see the zipper on the top, and then the name tag in black and red there on the bottom. Notice it says ages 4 and up, so if you've got a little one, it's okay for him to play with it, don't worry. And if we turn the package to the side, we get some nice imagery of the other guys, the other Ghostbusters, and on the back is a cross-sell for the other figures in the line. Notice these are CGI images, mock-ups of the figures, not the figures themselves, which is a little strange, but the little blurb on the top says, Peter Venkman, the man with the mouth. Peter can convince almost anybody of almost anything. These figures come with a part that together form the Build-A-Ghost Vince Clortho, the Terror Dog. Here he is out of the package, and guys, I think we have another winner here. I think he looks just like, or pretty darn close to, the Peter Venkman we saw in the original Ghostbusters movie. I think this is another case where they had a time machine. They went back in time, brought Bill Murray back from the past, and shrunk him down to action figure form in order to get just the right sculpt for this figure. It looks really, really good. In my opinion. Let me know in the comments, do you think this looks like Bill Murray? And if it doesn't look like Bill Murray, then who do you think it looks like? I don't know who else it could be. This figure features the iconic jumpsuit with the black and red name tag on the front. It says Venkman. He's got a white belt with a black sculpted walkie-talkie on the side. On the back there is a yellow cable running from the back around to the front, and then a smaller black cable, nicely sculpted. You can see the famous Ghostbusters logo there on his right shoulder. He has black boots, and something to note, his pants are not tucked into his boots like the other Ghostbusters. I had to double check this, and sure enough, in the movie, Peter Venkman, Bill Murray, does not have his pants in his boots, so another great attention to detail from the film. It's articulation time. His head has some decent range of motion here. You can see side to side and some up and down. He's got a little bit of space there from his hair to the neck, or the collar of his uniform. So some nice movement there on the head, and he can do a full 360. His shoulders come up about so far and can do a 360 there. He's got another joint there at the top of the bicep, right at the shoulder. Double jointed elbows with some black elbow pads. Black gloves with a 360 at the wrist, and then another joint there on the side of the hand. No chest cut here, so it doesn't break up the sculpt, which is nice. He does have some waist articulation there. His legs come up about that far, and another joint there at the top of the thigh swivel, and double jointed knees, really stiff joints here. Stiff but better than loose. You don't want too loose joints. And rocker ankles on the boots, and another up and down joint as well. Here he is all geared up with his proton pack and the wand, and I think it looks really close to what we see in the movie. I think great attention to detail here. This is black plastic with painted on detail. The wand has silver, and the proton pack backpack has got blue and red and silver, and just a lot of nice sculpted on details. Something to note, Winston's backpack on the right has a red dot on the lower right, and Peter's backpack on the left has this red dot on the top right. So something interesting to note, I'll have to see if the other figures have their red dots in different places. And the wand has a hole here which can connect to the peg on the proton pack. If I can get it on here. It just snaps on there, and there you go. Hands-free storage for the wand, which is really nice, which also gives him the chance to hold his other accessory, the Ghost Trap. This has the black and yellow stripes on the top, hollow on the inside, silver on this side, and it's got the handle and some silver and red. It looks just like the item we see in the movie that they use to trap the ghosts, and he holds it really well. And yeah, another nice detailed piece. A movie accurate item that could have been a little better if they made it possible to store on his belt, which I think they did in the movie. They were able to hang it on the belt for storage. And Winston comes with a proton stream, which can also be used on the other figures. So here it is right here, and it just slides on the tip of the wand. And there you go. Peter is now shooting his proton stream, and it looks awesome. Looks great. Looked great on Winston, looks great on Peter. Not sure why they didn't include this with all the figures. I think collectors would really like to display these, you know, with all four of them using their proton packs, but that's just me. I could be wrong, but anyway, he looks great. And the last accessory is the additional leg for the Build-A-Ghost Terror Dog. Nicely sculpted and some articulation here, but don't want to say too much until I have the whole thing together. And here's a side-by-side with Winston and Peter, both geared up, both ready for some ghost busting action. Winston and Peter look great together, and I imagine Egon and Ray will look great with them as well. Guys, I gotta admit, I was not excited about this line when I first heard about it, or when I saw it, even when I saw it in the stores. But after getting these first Winston and now Peter, they've won me over. I really like this line with the figures that I have. Great attention to detail, movie accurate likenesses, accessories. The figures have really good articulation, and the facial likenesses for the actors are really on point. If you are a Ghostbusters fan, I highly recommend picking this figure up. You will not be disappointed. If you like this video, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.